We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the LA Chargers. We are just about ready. Cameron Dicker has the honors, and we are underway here at SoFi. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. They start the drive with Cook. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Allen's throw is complete, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Allen off the play fake. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
From the gun, it's Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. This 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down. A give, Eckler running to the right. There he goes, right side. Austin Eckler. Touchdown, LA. Austin Eckler, 73 yards. And the Chargers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. He's got it, and they'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And this taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On play action, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the LA Chargers. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
On the give, this is Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A handoff. It's Eckler. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Going on the ground with Eckler, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. They'll try the air now with Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. Touchdown! Keenan Allen, 33 yards. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 16. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Right back to Swift again on second down. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. 3rd and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. This a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. The man in motion is Brown. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. He was brought down by Michael Davis. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They go play action with Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 39. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Hurts. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Swift going to try up the middle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Throwing is Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he's down inside the 15. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down straight ahead. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Now maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least they have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Dancing away at the 35. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 55 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Herbert on first down now. Going deep here for Allen. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 17-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Donald Parham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly. We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the LA Chargers. Two former division rivals in the old AFC West, the Seahawks and Chargers, are underway. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Herbert going to go to the air right away. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big gain or two in succession as this one goes for 32.
I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Spins past it and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. On 2nd down, Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to make it 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Metcalf motions left. On 1st down, Smith. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Now Herbert going to change the look. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him and let him cap things off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 3rd and 3. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. Inside the 10. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. Extra point try now from Dicker. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. 7 yards there and a 1st down. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Walker with another carry. He'll get this to about the 38. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Smith. This one goes underneath to Walker, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Straight ahead, Walker. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he stopped immediately there.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Back to throw, Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, it would appear. And yes, the chain gang going to move the sticks. They take a risk on 4th and 4, but they get it by a full yard. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 2nd and 11 at the 41. Geno now to throw. He finds Smith and Jigba.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Again, Smith.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Now a draw play. It's Walker. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage.
Smith and Jigba.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first. We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the LA Chargers. We are just about ready. Cameron Dicker has the honors, and we are underway here at SoFi. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And to the 40-yard line. Turn stops.
Well, they wasted no time taking a shot down the field. He was letting it fly in the very first play from scrimmage. And this was excellent coverage down there. And they'll come away with an early takeaway. And I mean an early takeaway.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
And that one complete downfield to Allen.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 32 on the play.
Now it's Herbert.
And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. Touchdown!
Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker.
And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's second down.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. Now Jones. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. In motion right, that's Hyatt.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Charger drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Herbert off of play action.
And he is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, LA!
Jalen Guyton.
60 yards, and the Chargers have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Well, he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
They'll run with Barkley, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Eckler, they run left side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Big play from a big man. Kayvon Thibodeau off the edge and dropping him behind the line. Play action. It's Herbert.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this.
On 4th down, Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Pushes him over. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
17 yards and a giant first down.
Anytime you hear the term an explosive run, most teams I know define that as any run over 10 yards, and they got that and more. How about a lot of credit for the big guys up front? That offensive line firing out, creating plenty of space, and a big run ensued.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Throwing, Jones. This is intercepted.
Picked off by Michael Davis.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The Charger drive about to get going. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
2nd and 10.
Here's Herbert.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
picked off by Bobby McCain. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
To throw again on second down. Jones. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. Oh, what a move. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Half 18, half 18.
Jones throwing on first down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Now he's loose at the 40. Now look out. Austin Eckler. He's to the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here. They hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes it a 21-10 game. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
And this is recovered by the Chargers. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out and, okay, we're going to change things here in the second half. Instead, with a deficit already, they cough it up, and now they've got to find a way to keep the score from mounting bigger against them.
Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down.
2nd down and 6 now.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chargers.
Jalen Guyton.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Back to throw. Jones. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
21.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Pass out left finds Johnston. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A give. Eckler running to the right. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers... We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the LA Chargers. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Once more, here's Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They snap it to Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At about the 32. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Back to throw, Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Here now a third down and 8. Here's Pickett.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Now Pickett on fourth down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. After the turnover, here's Herbert.
That is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Let's go.
They're going to go toss right side with Eckler, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That's to his running back, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert.
That's caught, and it's Eckler again.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, Hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. It's Eckler again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
From the gun, here's Pickett.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. That's caught downfield by Pickens.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
2nd and 5. On the give, it's Warren.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A handoff for Warren.
He will push his way down to about the 14.
2nd down and 8. Now Pickett will look to pass it.
Being chased out left. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Kenny Pickett.
14 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
And he won't be able to get the football away. He's going to be sacked. So they're unable to add on to their lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Running on first down, Eckler. Fights through it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34. Eckler now between the tackles. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Now Herbert got to get him to the line in a hurry.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Touchdown. Gerald Everett, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chargers are once again back in front. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away.
They're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off play action, Pickett. He's got this to Pickens.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Here's Warren.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here we go. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. On the run, it's Warren.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Pickett.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Pickett back to the air on 2nd down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's brought down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, putting some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Now a run with Warren.
And he's got Rome.
Still on his feet.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Jalen Warren.
49 yards.
And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion no good. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an up. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here.
On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Moving inside the 20. But such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Kenny Pickett finding Pat Freiermuth. And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Chandon Solomon.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
They'll run it. Warren.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Kenny Pickett connecting with Deontay Johnson. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Pickett will try to throw for this.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. It's reeled in downfield by Johnston. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Herbert operating from the red zone. Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now it's Herbert. He's got the first down and more. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Eckler is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Pickett backed up into his end zone here. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he gets this up to the 11-yard line. Pickett back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Now Pickett. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Pickett sets up play action. That is caught. Touchdown. George Pickens.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Steelers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Out of the gun, Herbert. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by DeMonte Casey.
And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
Dancing to his left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Boswell good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.